So, your business gets online reviews. That's great, but do you really know how you're doing? Or are you just kind of peeking at them every now and then, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best? Let's dive into that, because there's a huge difference between just reacting to reviews and truly managing your reputation.
Because here's the thing. If you want to grow your reputation consistently, good intentions just aren't enough. You need to measure it. So today, we're going to break down the exact review metrics you should be tracking, and more importantly, why each of these numbers is so critical for your growth.
All right, let's start with a really simple but super powerful idea. What gets measured gets managed. You can't effectively manage your review performance if you don't measure it. You might have a gut feeling that things are getting better, but without real data, you're basically just flying blind.
Measurement completely changes the game. It swaps out all those assumptions for cold, hard facts. It gives you this clear dashboard that shows you exactly what's improving, what's maybe slowing down, and where your reputation might be quietly taking a hit. This is how you go from guesswork to smart, strategic management.
Okay, so what's the first metric everybody looks at? You know it. It's the big, shiny, average star rating. And yeah, it absolutely matters. It's that instant first impression that can make or break whether a potential customer sticks around to learn more about you or just clicks away.
But, and this is a big but, that single number is far from the whole story. A business can have a great rating, but if it's only based on a handful of reviews, or the last one was from like a year ago, it starts to look pretty weak. A good rating can actually hide some major trust issues lurking just beneath the surface. So yeah, track it, but please don't stop there.
So to really build that deep trust, we need to look at the metrics that provide real social proof and credibility. The stuff a simple star rating just can't show you on its own. And that's where volume and recency come in.
Your total review count is a big deal because volume just creates confidence. I mean, think about it. A business with hundreds of reviews feels a lot more established and trustworthy than one with just 5, right? It's visible proof that a whole lot of people have actually used your service.
But it's not just about the grand total. The real question is, are new reviews coming in consistently? A steady stream of feedback makes a business look alive, healthy, and relevant. But long, quiet gaps? That can be a real red flag for customers, making them wonder if something's wrong. And that leads us straight to recency, which might be one of the most powerful and honestly most overlooked trust signals out there. People want to know what the experience is like today, not what it was like a few years ago. Fresh, recent reviews make your business feel active and trusted right now.
I mean, just look at this trust gap. Business A, with reviews coming in every single month, feels totally reliable. Business B might have the exact same star rating, but that 9-month silence, it just creates doubt. Their profile feels stale, and that erodes trust, no matter how good they were in the past.
Okay, so you've got reviews coming in and they're recent. Awesome. But the next thing a potential customer is thinking is, yeah, but is anyone over there actually listening? And that's where your engagement metrics become so important.
Your response rate is the most direct signal you can send. A high rate makes your business feel attentive, like you genuinely care. A low rate, on the other hand, it can make you seem like you just don't give a damn about customer feedback, which is a huge turnoff.
And it's not just if you reply, it's how fast. A quick response shows you take that feedback seriously. When you let reviews just sit there unanswered for days or weeks, your whole profile starts to feel neglected. Tracking your response speed makes sure you're showing up for your customers when it counts.
All right. Now let's talk about a really critical shift in mindset. You can't just look at these numbers as a single snapshot in time. The real story, the most valuable insight, is always in the patterns over time. It's in the trends.
Think about it. A 4.5 rating today seems good, right? But is that up from a 4.3 last month, or is it down from a 4.7? One is a story of improvement. The other is a story of decline. Patterns tell you which direction your reputation is actually headed. And when you track these metrics together month over month, you don't just see a bunch of numbers. You see a story unfolding. Here, you can see the rating is climbing, the pace of new reviews is picking up, and the response rate is getting stronger. This is a picture of a healthy, growing reputation in action. And finally, let's get to the most insightful layer of all. The numbers tell you what is happening, but it's the actual content of the reviews that tells you why. This is all about connecting the data points back to the real-world customer experience.
This means you've got to track the themes. Are customers constantly raving about your team's amazing communication? Awesome, do more of that.
Are you starting to see more and more complaints about shipping delays? Well, that's a clear signal that you've got an operational fire to put out.
And this right here is the ultimate goal. When you start analyzing what people are actually saying, your reviews transform from just being feedback into this incredibly powerful source of business intelligence. You can use it to fix problems, train your team, and make genuine improvements to your entire operation. So here's the whole shebang, all in one checklist. You've got your average rating for that first impression, review count for credibility, and recency for that right now trust. Then you've got response rate and speed to show you're listening, and you're tracking it all over time to see the trends while digging into themes to find the why. This is the complete picture.
At the end of the day, it really all boils down to this. When you move from just guessing to clearly measuring all of these different areas, growing a reputation stops being some big mystery. It becomes a clear, straightforward, and manageable process.
So that just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Are you measuring the full picture, the complete story of customer trust, or are you still just glancing at that star rating and hoping for the best?